Hello. Have you ever wondered what it might be like to be beautifully busy? Instead of what I used to be way back when I was terribly busy or awfully busy or so busy and not very happy about it. So being beautifully busy is as simple as deciding to every time you're busy, say to yourself, yeah, I'm beautifully busy today. And when everyone else asks how busy you are, you say, well, I'm beautifully busy. Because And this might seem like a little thing, but it'll make a big difference for you and a big difference for your pets, because everything that makes a big difference for you makes a big difference for your pets. Everything you do to make yourself happier, more relaxed, more joyful, more engaged with life, more present, all of which being beautifully busy do for me, and I'm sure they will for you too, really has a profoundly powerful impact for your beautiful animal companions. So being beautifully busy, what you're doing doesn't change, but how you feel about it changes very much. So, I remember quite a few years ago that when I first started thinking about this was I went out to see a client on a home visit, and this client had had a massive stroke and was in a wheelchair. And she couldn't get in and out of a wheelchair by herself and was quite disabled. And I remember she said to me, this morning the dump truck woke me up at 6 o'clock and I had to lie in bed for 2 hours. And I quite innocently and naively said, that must be nice. I'd like to lie in bed. She said, no, it's terrible. It's really uncomfortable. I can't get out of bed till my carer comes home. Now, at the time, I was really stressed and I wasn't getting everything done. And I was just like, being busy is awful and I don't like it. But after this little episode with this woman, I went home and I had a deep think about a lot of things. And I thought, wow, I can get out of bed by myself. I don't need help to go to the toilet. So no matter what's going on for me, I'm actually in a pretty good place. And this is when I started thinking about being beautifully busy. And it's something that I make a real strong priority in my life now, is to be beautifully busy. I'm still doing the same kinds of things, and I've got lots of things on because I'm super busy and I like doing lots of things. And there's lots of things in my life that I want to do. But the more I say to myself, wow, I'm beautifully busy today, it changes the whole feeling of how I approach my day. And that changes my feeling about all the things that I do. And in my experience, it also means that I'm actually way more productive. When I feel beautifully busy rather than terribly busy, I'm naturally doing all the things and I'm having fun doing the things because I'm beautifully busy. Now, who wouldn't want to be beautifully busy? I know who else wants you to be beautifully busy. Your animals want you to be beautifully busy. I mean, Loki likes me a lot more when I'm beautifully busy than if I'm all stressed and unhappily busy, right? So everything that you do for yourself affects your animals in a very profound and deep way. So I invite you to start saying to yourself, you're busy. We're all busy. We've all got things to do. We've got jobs. We've got homes. We've got animals. We've got kids. We've got recreation. We've got creative things we do. I would invite you to start saying to yourself, I'm beautifully busy. And you will feel very different when you start doing this. And I've had a number of clients who've done this and told me that it has changed their whole lives in a very profound and deep way for the better. So come and be beautifully busy with me. Come and join in with beautiful business. Everything being beautiful, even if it's a mundane kind of task, then it can still be beautiful. How you feel about it can be beautiful. Beautiful is pleasing to the eye or ear or mind or soul. And we all really deserve to have our work be pleasing to our souls. But a lot of that is deciding that it's pleasing to our souls and living as if it's pleasing to our souls and choosing to be beautifully busy in our thinking and our feeling. And when we do that, everything is different. Well, certainly for me, it's been radically different since I've started talking about being beautifully busy. And like I said, I've talked to a number of people. When I've said, I'm beautiful busy, they go, beautifully busy? Is that even possible? Like they look stunned. They look confused. They look, what? Because the dominant kind of paradigm in our society is that if you're busy, it's terrible. It's not fun at all. Whereas if you're beautifully busy, life gets a lot more enjoyable. And I would be very surprised if you don't get a whole lot more done, because you're not wasting all that energy on being stressed about being busy and feeling, it's terrible being busy. That energy doesn't help you be busy in a constructive way. So go on, be beautifully busy, and be beautifully busy giving your pets lots of love, and beautifully busy looking after your relationships, and beautifully busy doing your work and making a difference in the world. I promise you, it'll make a beautiful difference. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this video, love to hear you in the chat. Please say hi, where you're from. And if you do want to do sessions with me or anything like that, give me a message. Have a beautiful week. Give your pets a pat from me, and I'll see you next time.